everybody. So today I'm going to be getting very up close and personal because I'm going to be showing lashes, lash application with the Lashify lashes. And I'm actually going to be using the Lashify bondage with charcoal plex. Now, it's a little bit more unconventional, my method. It's not for everybody, but I actually like to stack on the bottom and the top. So check it out, see if it's for you. I find that it lasts probably about a good 2 to 3 weeks when I'm very careful. I do not sleep on my face. I sleep very carefully on the side. I hope you like it. Enjoy. So here we are. We're beginning with the X Bondage Extra Strength Lash Bond with Charcoal Flex. I like this one because it is a little bit stronger than the other ones. I like to keep mine on for the longest amount of time possible, weeks at a time possibly. Doesn't always work out that way. Some come off every once in a while, but you can always fix that. So you do one coat, wait about a minute, and now I'm adding a second coat, concentrating on the base of the lashes to create more of a hold. And it's better to kind of wait a minute after it dries and then go back. So as you can see here, you can use the tip to get into the corners, the harder to reach areas, and it coats pretty well and easily. I'm also going on top for that layer that I was talking about earlier about doing the stacking, the double stacking, but instead of doing the double stack on the bottom, I'm doing one stack on the bottom and one stack on the top of my lashes. So a little bit more unconventional. So let's see. We're basically going to be starting with the X Extra Extreme EE Gossamer Lashes in EE16 dash extra long. You want to hold your lid up so you can really see underneath. Excuse the angles, but that's basically going to be the whole video. So sit back and enjoy. So the goal here is to put the gossamer lashes on your actual lashes. You are not putting it on the skin at all. It should not adhere to the skin, as you shouldn't have any of the glue on your skin either, which is, just want to get as close to the waterline as possible. And because the glue is still pretty malleable, you can take it off, readjust. As long as it's not completely dry, then you'll have a hard time kind of pulling it off, and that is not fun. So beginners, it is going to take some practice. They actually do have some starter kits, some practice kits on the website, which is really helpful. I mean, you're definitely not going to get this on your first try, maybe not even your second try, but practice makes perfect. That is the way of the beauty world. That's what these particular videos are for. That's why we go on YouTube to look for this. Like, please tell me how to do this. And seeing it for yourself and, seeing somebody do it firsthand, it's pretty cool. So we already went to our 17. Now we're going to our 16. I did 218, 217, and now we're going to our 16, which is right here. I'm putting it in the inner corner so that it does a little bit more of that cat eye effect. And I guess I could just stop here, but I kind of wanted to just really accentuate the end because I have that longest piece, and it kind of brings the eye down a little bit when you don't have a shorter piece on the end. So it's something I always do. Now I'm trying to really find an angle here so that the camera will focus on the lash and what I'm doing, but it is not working. But I hope you can see actually putting just a teeny tiny bit of glue on that band so that I can go ahead and stack it underneath, and very carefully placing it on the end. I am trying to stack this on top of the end piece, but the glue is pretty much dried on my lashes, and as you can see, there's only a couple stray hairs there, and that baby does not want to stick. I just have like a little kind of baby globs of glue there. It's just not really working. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on top. I was trying to put the end piece on the bottom with the rest of them, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm tapping a little bit of this glue on the end, just at the very base of that lash, because I just want the glue to be on the end. I don't want it to get in the hairs. I just want to, you know, create that little effect. I want to create that effect where it's got a little bit more of the drama at the end, but I don't necessarily need more length, but I just want a little bit more. And that did it. Perfect. Okay. So I don't have their tweezers that came in the control kit, which I'm definitely regretting not getting. I kind of did like an a la carte where I put together my own little set, and I definitely wish I had that. So with this bondage, it's more of what they call the 10-day wear. And it's actually included now free with a control kit purchase with code bondage. And of course, this is right now, the date is April 16th. So we'll see how long that promotion goes. But they do have free shipping on all orders over $150, which is awesome. They ship international. They cover the duties and taxes. So this is my little version of the tweezers that come in there, and I'm going to tell you the name of them right now. They're actually called, what are they called? They are called the Fuse Control Wand. And it literally is worth every penny because as you see, I'm kind of like fooling around with the tweezers. And I'm really trying to get in this little crevice because I want to create a full line of glue so that they can all stay adhered together. Because after a while, that little separation, it'll show if I just leave it alone. So I love this wand on the glue because it just kind of gets in the little crevices too. Now I'm really kind of doing a lot of double takes here. I've never used this specific gossamer lash before in this style, and I am going bananas because it's so full and so long. I barely even stack them on each other, and it looks so glamorous. And glamour is totally my thing, totally my look. Now I'm just kind of checking underneath to make sure nothing is stuck on. I didn't go too, just to make sure I didn't go too close. And as you can see, I've gone as close as I could, and I'm just kind of pushing them around, adjusting them, making sure they're in place. My poor eyes They are definitely watery. I mean, it's so hard to focus when you have contacts in your eyes and they're just drying out. But you're holding your eyeballs open. Yes, I love it. It's so pretty. Now onto the second eye. Now, what's kind of cool is this side goes so much faster because it is actually my right eye. I am right-handed, but I am ambidextrous when it comes to doing makeup. And it's just because I've been doing makeup for 23 years now. And I've definitely gotten used to doing my left side, but I always like to start on my left side first because it is the more difficult side. And even in makeup, you always want to start with the side that you have the most trouble with because on your good side, you can actually copy it perfectly. It just works out like that. It's pretty awesome. Just a little tip trick. So I do the one coat, the two coats now. And you see how long I waited this time. Now this one I'm kind of letting run through because I want you to see like the whole process of it and how fast and easy it is when you do get the hang of it. I haven't done Lashify lashes since probably August or September of last year, and it's now April. And I've been wanting to use them so much, but I've been doing so many different makeup looks that I've just been using a lot of different styles and something super plain and or super dramatic. But I really am excited to use these again and actually just create some really beautiful looks. So this is how I grab them. I actually set it in my hand after I take it out of the case. I lift my eyes up, my eyelids up with one finger, and just kind of I set it down and pull it a smidge if you need to, because sometimes you do get too close to the skin, and if it adheres to the skin, it is very uncomfortable. It's kind of pinchy, and when you blink, you're definitely gonna feel it because with these lashes, the beautiful thing about them is that they're very, very high quality, very lightweight. I mean, even these bad boys, they're actually not too bad. So the first day and the second day is when you really feel them the most. It's just like getting used to anything around your eyes, really. I mean, even when you wear mascara, it's like you can feel it and you can see it. Or if you've ever worn strip false lashes, those suckers can sometimes be very annoying and very heavy because the majority of them are made out of really cheap material and the bands are super thick. So you can really feel and see them. And I've found like even doing weddings that the women did not prefer like even the fuller ones because they were so uncomfortable. But look at this, I'm already almost done. Now, something I kind of noticed if while I'm looking down as well is I actually went a little bit more in with my outer lash. I didn't go as far as I did on my left eye. And I think this lash that I just grabbed is a little wider than the one that's on the other eye. And it's actually cascading. I think not cascading, but like on the most inner part, it's really long. So I think like that would have been like perfect for like the other side. But I have little ways to fix that, which I'll be showing you in just a second. So here I am putting a little bit of the glue on the bottom side of the band because I'm going to set this on top. So I made a couple boo-boos on the other side by putting the glue on the top half of the band, where I know I don't need to do that here. So I'm just going to go ahead and set it. And because the glue is still pretty wet where I used it, because this eye went so much faster, I didn't really need to put more glue on top manually like I did with the other eye. And then with this one, it's like I got a little bit of glue on my bottom lash, which is definitely possible. It does happen. I'm so not afraid of touching my eye or putting tweezers there. As you see, I'm barely flinching. But it's gonna definitely take practice to kind of figure out the placement and removing glue. As you can see, look, it's too much. It's too much. I'm gonna cut it. Now, if I was paying more attention and doing these without recording, I would have definitely noticed that that was way too wide and it was not efficient. But because of time and because I wanted to do a consistent flow, I went ahead and just placed it on and showed you just in case. Sometimes you have to fix things, sometimes you have to adjust it, but I definitely should have cut that one in half or cut a little piece of it off and then placed it, and it would have been a lot more symmetrical. So here I'm using my little gadget. I actually got this in another company's lash kit and I saved it, and it actually is now come in handy, but it is not as efficient as Lashify's because it's this like kind of cheap plastic, and it's not long enough. It's not, the shape of it isn't sufficient. Their wand is a lot longer. It has a specific silicone wrap on it so that the glue doesn't get stuck to it. And the glue just like comes off so much easier. So yeah, on my right eye, it's definitely longer on the inner and the outer corner. But I'm okay with that. I mean, as soon as I cut the majority of this off, it's gonna look more balanced. And of course, please do not use scissors on your eyes if you do not know what you're doing. I do not recommend this. I am a professional. I am in total awe of how amazing this came out. Like, beyond. I hope you like this little method that I did with the voiceover and, just to kind of concentrate so you can see what's going on. But thanks for getting through this. This is one of my shorter videos, only 20 minutes. Thanks for watching.